Morning, Pete Turner here from Turnaround Property. So quick background on me. The reason that I've done this video is that I want to answer the question, is property investment still worth it after the Renters' Right Bill? So that's the question I'm trying to answer. As for me, I'm a property investor, started back in 2017. I've got a mixture of serviced accommodation, HMO, family lets and apartments, and I've just secured my next two houses that I'm going to work on with the BRR strategy. So I'll go into those things in another video, so please like and follow to follow the journey and to help you in your property journey. So the reason I'm doing this channel is I want to help other people who haven't done property before, or they're new to property and they're trying to get into it and make the money out of it. So question today is it still worth investing in property after the Renters' Rights Bill? So the answer to that is yes and no. It's no if you want to personally own houses, and there's two reasons for that. The first reason is that you have to pay taxes due to Section 24, came in a few years ago. You have to pay taxes on your revenue rather than your profits. Okay, so let me just go into that in a bit more detail so it's easy to understand. So I own two flats personally at the moment. They make £700-ish a month, and because I own them, well, I own them in a partnership now, but I used to own them personally, which meant that I had to pay taxes on all of the rent. If you own them in a limited company like I have for my family lets, you only pay profits on the difference between the rent and the mortgage. So say for example, my house in Barnsley, I've got £1,000 worth of rent coming in every month. The mortgage is about 500 quid. If I owned it personally, I'd pay tax on 1,000, but because I own it in the company, I only pay tax on 500. So that's £1,000 rent minus the 500 quid mortgage. I've also got insurance and stuff as well. I only pay taxes on the difference. Whereas if I owned them personally, I'd have to pay taxes on 1,000 quid. So depending on how much tax you pay, so obviously the basic rate's like 20%, isn't it? And then it goes up to 40% if you earn over 50 grand. So in essence, if you're a higher rate taxpayer, which most of the people who invest in property do, you'll be paying 40% on £1,000 if you owned it personally. But in a company, if you're a small company, you would pay 19% on just the profit. So what I'm saying there is, it's still worth investing in buy-to-let if you're going to do it through a company. So you can create a company on the website I use is Companies Made Simple. You can create a company on there for 50 quid. It gets you a limited company, gets you the SIC codes and all the other things that you need to start with. You just need to be aware that you've got accountancy costs as a limited company. So depending on how you're going to do it, there are some costs involved. But yes, the answer is, with all of the personal landlords selling up their portfolios because of the Renters' Rights Bill, there's going to be a lot of cheaper houses coming on the market soon. And I would recommend that now is a brilliant time as a great landlord, and if you want to look after your tenants, now is a brilliant time to buy great value houses. So I'm going to talk about the two houses that I've just bought in my next video. So please follow along or subscribe if this is on YouTube that you're watching this, and I shall talk you through the next steps in your journey and how I'm going to refurbish and refinance these other houses that I've bought. So that'll bring me up to 8 houses that I currently own since 2017. And yeah, please follow, subscribe. It's probably time you turn around your property journey. I've been Pete Turner, and I'll catch up with you next time.